Hey, I'm Jones Loflin, helping you make the best choices with your time so you can thrive. Do you know a leader or manager who talks too much? Is that leader or manager sometimes you? It's easy when you're in a leadership position to want to be the one talking, to have all the answers because you think that's your role. When the reality is, it's not. It's to listen and get ideas from your team members and grow together as you work through challenges and opportunities. Dan Rockwell, in a recent blog, had a great phrase about the tool that it's required to not talk as much. He calls it being strategically silent. Isn't that a powerful phrase? Strategically silent. Now, there's lots of reasons we need to be more strategically silent as a leader. One of them is because it shows that we're absorbing what someone is telling us instead of thinking, okay, what have I got to say next immediately? It also encourages others to speak up when you are silent. It helps them process their thinking and then they go, well, maybe he or she doesn't think they have all the answers, so maybe they really do want my input. Another reason it's important to be strategically silent is that it shows that you have confidence as a leader. Think about those leaders and managers that you look up to the most or have worked under before. The ones who were thoughtful in their responses and didn't respond so quickly were the ones we went, yeah, they're thinking about this. They're not feeling like they got to jump in immediately. Now, the big question is, how do you be more strategically silent as a leader? One of the most obvious ways is to give a purposeful pause before you respond to someone's thoughts or before you give your ideas on something. Pause long enough for other people to speak up. Good rule of thumb, wait 5 seconds. You want to see what that's like? It seems like an eternity, but people need time to process. A second way that you can be more strategically silent as a leader is to create silent times in meetings. I was looking for solutions. I love this one. It says that when you introduce a topic, say, I'm going to give everyone a minute to think about, how they're looking or their perspective on this problem, this challenge, this opportunity, or this topic. Or maybe it's just 30 seconds. But it shows that you really want their input and it's not something you just want to blabber on about yourself because you think you know all the answers. Create that silent time in meetings if you want to be more effective as a leader. The third way to do it is to remember that even though if you're not speaking up, that doesn't mean you're passive. There's so many ways to show good nonverbal communication that, hey, I'm really listening to you. And even though I'm verbally silent, I'm dialed in. 2 effective ways to do that. You've heard these from me before. One of them is to give the slow head nod. The second one is to tilt your head. Simple things, I know, but sometimes simple makes the biggest difference. Strategic silence is such an easy tool to use to help get your team members more engaged and involved in discussions and show that you have the confidence to lead them in a way that values the input each one of them have. I'm Jones Loflin. I hope it's a fantastic week where you practice strategic silence more often. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.